All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed for you. Don't forget, I post a video every single day. Hit the subscribe button down below. Every V8 powered pickup in America ranked by power output. So we have coming in number 10, the Colorado 1500 Sierras, putting out 355 horsepower. That's for the 5.3. 6.2 is putting out 420, 460. So we can see that right here. Going down here to the Ram 2024, 395 horsepower out of the 5.7 Hemi with 410. You can also see max tow capabilities right here too as well. I should have showed that, so you can see them right here. So very cool. You can read any of these articles if you want to. 2024 F-150, this is with the 5-liter, putting out 400 horsepower, 410 foot-pounds of torque, 14,000 pounds of tow capacity. So this thing's crushing it tow-wise with the 5-liter in it, as you can see, by pretty good margins in here. So, it's doing really well tow-wise. But Ford always push those tow numbers pretty high. Nissan Titan coming in 400 horsepower and 413 foot-pounds of torque out of a 5.6-liter with 11,000 pounds of towing. The Silverado HD coming in with the 6.6-liter V8. You got 401 horsepower, 464 foot-pounds of torque, 16,000 pounds of towing. The Ford F-Series, this is with the 6.8, coming in at 405 horse and 445 foot-pounds of torque, 14,800 pounds of towing capacity. You get the Ram, the 6.4 Hemi, you're coming in at 410 horsepower, 429 foot-pounds of torque, and almost 18,000 pounds of towing. That's getting pretty dang impressive right there. Moving on here to the Super Duty, the Ford Super Duty with the 7.3, my favorite motor in a Super Duty. Favorite motor, 7.3 in here. Where's our horsepower numbers? Apparently, they don't give us any horsepower numbers for this. It does not give it. They forgot to give it to. Oh, right here. Sorry, right in the main top line. 430 horse, 485 foot-pounds of torque, 17,000 pounds of towing capacity. Beautiful truck. Then you got the Ram TRX coming in at 702. This is a supercharged Hemi, 6.2, 650 foot-pounds of torque. Of course, the towing number is going to be way lower due to the off-road tuned suspension. Number one would be the Raptor at 720 and 640 out of the 5.2 supercharged V8. And again, a lower tow number at 8,700 because of the suspension that's on there. So there you go. These are the V8s that are available today, ranked by the power and tow capacity. Hope you enjoyed it. We're moving on to the next one here. What does the Toyota TRD badge mean anyway? Okay, the origins of Toyota's in-house tuner dates back to its first racing efforts, but TRD's latest work focuses on production vehicles, okay? So you can read this. There's some key parts that we want to get into in here, and we're going to dive into, but for the most part, you can read the origins of how it came through. I'll kind of leave it here to you, back in the rally days, things like that, so you can look at this. I mean, they've got a long history of basically doing it in TRD off-road racing success, okay? And so here it is. You can see some of the stuff here. Just a lot going on there. And then TRD explains other in 2000, the division. Okay, so TRD production lineup. Toyota currently offers TRD tuned versions of the 4Runner, the Tacoma, the Tundra, the Sequoia, and the RAV4, and at one point, even the Camry and the Avalon as well. TRD has also developed parts and accessories for the Lexus LS, IS, ES, RC, and LC models, along with other Lexus vehicles that are sold outside of the United States. The TRD performance levels, while the division of racing efforts span widely across four-wheel motorsports, TRD has become synonymous with Toyota trucks like the Tacoma and the Tundra. We know that. TRD Off-Road, TRD Sport, TRD Pro. These vehicles benefit from development from these racing machines on several different levels. Tuning strategies that are divided into the Sport, the Off-Road, and the Pro grades. However, it's important to note that not all models are available in all three trims. Okay, we get that. Okay, the TRD Sport. Now, here's the key thing. TRD Sport model tends to focus on adding style, flair, and some road-worthy upgrades. Okay, it's tuned specifically to enhance on-road handling. The TRD Sport is a road version of it, of the Tundra, of any of these ones. It is a road version, Tacoma. The TRD Off-Road, which is the best package in my opinion. It's going to give you everything you get in the TRD Pro without the suspension and a little bit of lift, but it gives you all the goodies you want at a much cheaper price. The TRD Off-Road package is designed to enhance vehicle performance when the pavement ends, upgrading springs, dampers, bigger all-terrain tires, and four-wheel drive are typically part of the deal, while optional features like electronic anti-roll bar disconnect systems offer the ability to take the vehicle's capability a step further. They miss out on so much, but the TRD Off-Road also gives you the MTS. It's going to give you the crawl control. It's going to give you the rear locker. You get the option for the stabilizer disconnect. TRD Off-Road package gives you everything that you're getting here in the Pro. You get the multi-terrain, so you get all this stuff in there. It's just different suspension and things like that. But so it's pretty interesting how it came about and where it went to. But the key thing for us is to understand the differences between the lines. TRD Sport, on-road model. TRD Off-Road, going to be the most productive and affordable and give you everything you want version of the off-road. The TRD Pro, this takes it to a little bit more of a fancier upgraded level, and it's got more value to it. It also costs a ton more, and you get better suspension than you're getting in a TRD Off-Road. So that's basically your differences in these, and why TRD is and what it stands for. Okay, TRD stands for Toyota Racing Development. Here's the rest of the details if you want to read them and follow their history right here. It's pretty interesting. So we'll leave that there for you. I want to move on to this one. Right here, Motor Authority review the 2025 Ram. I don't want to show those yet. Come on. Sorry. There we go. But we want to look at the review of this and how it tows. But there's some interesting stuff in here besides the towing that I want to cover. Ram 1500 has the most horsepower of any light-duty pickup truck except for the Raptor R. It's because of that new Hurricane motor in it, but it has the most power of any light-duty truck other than a Raptor R. That is very impressive. Hooking up to a 5,000-pound trailer doesn't phase the truck one bit. May not have the highest tow rating, but it offers one of the best towing experience among gas-powered, full-size, light-duty pickup trucks. Pretty impressive. They did drop it down a little bit as far as towing, where it was originally coming in from $12,750. It's at $11,500 for towing. From its previous model, probably due to suspension and making things a little bit softer and that sort of thing. And I believe, was this does this say what model it is? No, okay. And the max payload, though, holds steady, 2,300 pounds. F-150, though, can tow 13.5, which is the leader in this stuff. So you're getting 2,000 pounds more towing on an F-150. I would never be pulling 13,000 pounds with an F-150 or with any full-size truck. You're pulling 13,000 pounds, you better go to a HD truck, I promise you. Take that from a guy who's pulled campers across the country for many, many years. So the Pros has all the power. It even says in here, too, this thing, 540 horsepower, 521 foot-pounds of torque out of the HO model. That 3-liter inline V6, this thing is a beast, It's a straight-up beast. He says going over 70, not an issue with this. He said it's all perfect. There's, where was it in here? The Ram has so much power that the accelerator is so sensitive, you need to be careful. Boats can slide back on the trailer if you yank forward too quickly, risking damage to the boats. They say, though, tow mode recalibrates shift points and throttle mapping to take it down take it down a notch. Safety first, but this thing is a beast, It is a beast. Now, they're going to talk about the gas mileage. I found this interesting. With the Turbo 6, the average gas was 9.3, over the course of 144 miles of towing. I averaged 9.5 with the same boat and a 5.7 Hemi. That's only a quarter of a MPG difference. And this is huge because the i6 is a 6-cylinder and it's boosted, which means it's got to work harder, But an i6 boosted and you're only losing a quarter of a gallon MPG is incredible over when you compare it to a 5.7 Hemi V8. So that's very impressive numbers. Then where the F-150 averaged 8.1. For example, on there, Toyota Tundra with the twin-turbo V6 averaged 9.4. Best GM 6.2 V8 averaged just over 12. Again, V8, there's no replacement for displacement when it comes to towing things and doing some of that kind of stuff. But the fact that it was such a minor difference in here, that is huge. That's very impressive on here. And now some of the auto leveling stuff is going to be specific to trim levels. But they complained. They said, they don't like the safety chain hookups. They say it's annoying. I love this. Fully boxed in connection points for your safety chains on there. Talk about reinforced capability, and that also goes to the hitch on welded on both sides. But this is one super strong, robust system, and you're never going to bend these. These are held in and they're welded on both sides. I love this. Ram does such a good job with this stuff. So very impressed with this truck. Everything about this, I cannot wait to dive into these things more. Like I said, there's a lot of beautiful features in this Ram, and this new motor and these new 2025s are just going to be absolutely amazing. I want to see a Warlock version of a 2025 Warlock and a 1500 so bad, and I promise as soon as I can find one, I'm on it. There we go. Thanks for watching.